Welcome to the Introduction to Lightspeed Retail walkthrough. Let's talk a little bit about Lightspeed POS as a company. We've been around for over 10 years and have experience creating retail tools and software. We have over 24,000 customers worldwide as of 2015, and these customers transact over $8 billion annually. We also offer round-the-clock support and training. So if our Lightspeed retail solution interests you, you'll have access to support heroes who are able to answer your emails or calls at any time, and we also have a training team to help onboard you during your setup process. Before that begins, we also have extensive video and self-help resources available on our website at lightspeedpos.com. These offer short 3 to 4 minute video clips that act as how-tos and will show you the typical features and functions of the system. We also have user guide articles that will walk you through how each one works. Let's talk a little bit about the system itself. Lightspeed Retail offers centralized customers, vendors, items, and so on, so your entire database is accessible anywhere. Whether you have a single shop or multi-shop location, any of these locations can access the information at any time. Lightspeed Retail is great for a single store, but where we really shine is in a multi-store environment. We handle multi-store seamlessly because of the fact that all of the information is centralized. It makes it extremely easy to clock in, access your database, see reports, and create items. This is a browser-based system, so as long as you're running something similar to an HTML5 and you can run some type of web browser, chances are Lightspeed Retail will be a great fit for you. There are no software updates needed, and we offer unlimited support. So as soon as our developers or product management teams come up with new releases, new launches, new features and functions, we roll these out to all of our client base at once. There's no fee involved for this, and you'll have access to it as soon as we release it. And finally, our system offers rich inventory management. Our inventory and purchasing is where we really shine. We're more than just a POS system that can help you finish a transaction in store. We also care about the back-end management and allowing you to track all of this information in a single location. Let's take a look at the features. We offer help for in-store sales in your brick-and-mortar shops, but we also have a Lightspeed web store available to help you with an e-commerce platform for online sales. This will allow you to never miss a sale from a customer, whether it's an off time period or if they're out of the city where you sell your items. This ensures that you can capture all sales at any time. We also offer customer management, and this ties in with your online sales as well. We act as a CRM, so you can track customers, their general contact information and address, as well as information about them through the use of tags or keywords, as well as customer types, so that you can group, for example, the teachers and students in your area into an education customer type, or perhaps have a VIP customer type. If a customer enters their full name and email address online, this will also track the sales of what they're buying both in-store and online, so that you can see the trends of what people prefer to purchase. Lightspeed Retail also offers multi-supplier purchasing, so you're not stuck with a one-to-one relationship between an item and a vendor. In this instance, I'm performing this walkthrough on a MacBook Air. If I were in a store situation where I'm purchasing electronics, I might most frequently purchase this laptop through Apple. However, if they are out of stock or I'm in a rush, I might also purchase this item through an electronics distributor or a nearby store. Lightspeed Retail allows me to change this vendor information and costs at any time. We also offer integrated catalogs. We have over 13 million items available from over 200 vendors. So chances are, if you're in any type of remotely common industry, we probably have some of the vendors that you already work with listed in these catalogs. These catalogs will list item information such as their MSRP or manufacturer's suggested retail price, their description, and additional information. This allows you to import items at your leisure into your local items or what you typically sell in store. This is a great feature that helps out especially if you're opening a store for a first time, looking for local vendors, or just want to see what's out there for cost comparison purposes. As a manager or store owner, you'll of course also be interested in reporting and dashboards. We have extensive reports available that come with the solution. You can filter these down to make it useful for you, as well as an advanced reporting feature. Now, service is an interesting portion of many retail shops. If you offer a workshop at the back of your store, perhaps in a bike shop where you also offer repairs, fixing flat tires and broken brakes, etc., you can use our work order module, which will help you track these services, due dates, warranties, in addition to the statuses that they go through. So for example, you might provide a customer an estimate for the work, then provide them with a quote. You might also have them hook in, hook out for the bikes, and then track their progress as it's being worked on until it's ready to be picked up. In addition, we offer third-party integrations. Some examples of these include loyalty programs or e-blast programs so that you can compose mail campaigns and send these out to your customers. Now let's take a look at a Lightspeed Retail demo. Here we are within Lightspeed Retail. We're currently within the main sales register page after having clicked on the sales option on the left-hand menu. Today, we're acting as the associate Jessica Mandel. You can see which associate is clocked in right at the top left of the screen, along with how long they've been clocked in for the day. Let's see what it looks like to perform a basic sale. To do so, I'll simply click on the New Sale button. At the top of the screen, you can add customers to your sale. This allows you to track trends of what your customers tend to purchase. Today, Sean has come in, so I'll simply type in his name. Because I only have one Sean Kelly in my customer database, he has automatically been added to the sale. You can see next to his name that he is part of my fashion student customer type. Today, he's come in to purchase a jacket, so I'll simply type that in. Of course, in a real situation, you could also type in the UPC, the SKU, or simply scan the barcode of the item in front of you. I have 3 jackets in my database, but today he's looking for the authentic trucker jacket, so I'll add that to the sale. You can see that there is a discount of 10% associated with his customer type, which will save him $7.80 on this particular item. He's also interested in getting 2 pairs of sunglasses. Now we get a warning at the top of our screen. 6 of these aviator sunglasses are already reserved on special order for another one of my customers, Maggie Nelson. So what can we do with Sean? Well, we can add these 2 quantity sunglasses to a special order for him as well. To do so, I'll simply tap on the item's full name. You can add notes for this particular item, modify the quantity, so in this case he's ordering 2, in addition to modifying some additional fields. And finally, we can move this item to special order. I'll tap that and save it. You can see that a bright blue special order tab has now appeared with the sunglasses listed down below, along with a status field clearly indicating that the items are on special order but have not yet been ordered from our vendor. If you'd like, you can save this as a quote for your customer, or you can also take a deposit to ensure that you're not ordering it from your vendor for no reason. Let's do that now by clicking on the payment button. Let's go ahead and add a deposit by clicking on the Add Deposit button in the center of the screen. Today, he's going to leave a $50 deposit, which he'll pay in cash, so I'll simply click OK. You can see that this deposit type has been listed on the right-hand side, along with the total amount due for the trucker jacket of $70.20. Let's go ahead and use this Max button to autofill the field with the total amount due for this sale in process. After having clicked that, I can go ahead and click to finish the sale. The system will then allow me to print out a receipt, print a gift receipt, or email the receipt if the customer is environmentally conscious. So now Sean has left with the trucker jacket, but we still have to ensure that the sunglasses are placed on a purchase order for our vendor. Let's go ahead and do that now by clicking on the Inventory menu on the left-hand side. To create a new purchase order, you can either click on the Purchase Order button, which will give you a list of current purchase orders and the option to create a new one, or you can click on the New Order button straight from this menu. Purchase orders have several statuses in Lightspeed Retail. The first is an open status, where you have the opportunity to tell the system which vendor you'll be purchasing from, which items, and in which quantities. Today, our vendor is Kismet. We'll be ordering today and expecting the order by the 31st. You can also add any shipping notes, such as no penalty for early shipment, and any general notes that you'd like for the purchase order. Once you're done, click to save the changes. You'll notice that a secondary menu has appeared on the left-hand side, including an option for special orders. Let's click that. If I scroll down to the bottom, I can see that the aviator sunglasses, quantity of 2, for Sean Kelly, are waiting to be ordered. I can also see that the same item from Maggie Nelson is listed right above, so I'd like to add both of those to this current purchase order. I'll simply check these off and add my selected items to the purchase order. They've automatically jumped to the top of my screen, and their status has switched to ordered, so that I can easily track any special orders for customers. I'll simply go back to my order now, confirm that the quantity of 8 for the sunglasses is correct, and then go ahead and save that. I can then email it off to my vendor, give them a phone call, or fax it in. Let's assume that we're now the 31st. I have the opportunity to check this item in and ensure that they have arrived in the correct quantity of 8 and that none of them are damaged. So I'll check that, and you can see that the status has switched accordingly. If I come down to the bottom, I can now receive the items. So I can look up the sunglasses, and perhaps I've only received 7 of the items, I could enter that here. Or, if the vendor is complete and has shipped all of the items in proper quantity and in good condition, I can also receive all of the items via this button. Let's do that, and you'll notice that the number in our received field has changed. However, the quantity in my stock is still 0 out of 8. In order to change that, I need to be sure to add the received items to my inventory. The system will prompt me to ask if I'm sure, which I am. And now you can see that the status of the purchase order is complete, and 8 out of 8 items are showing in my stock. Down below, I now have a prompt showing me that I have 2 special order customers to call. Maggie Nelson has not yet been contacted, and neither has Sean Kelly. So let's assume that we call both of these now. The statuses are updated automatically, but what happens if we check on Sean Kelly, our current customer, to give him a call and open up that special order tab once again? To do so, let's head back to our register. I'll click to open up a new sale and add Sean yet again. Within his special order tab, you can see the status of his special order has now changed and is ready for pickup. When Sean comes in, all I need to do is click complete to move it to my sale tab. You can see that it's been moved here, and it's now ready for pickup and payment. Let's go ahead and click the payment button. You'll notice that he has $58 available in his customer credit account, which includes his original $8 deposit, which was already on the account, and the $50 that we added. Let's go ahead and use that full available amount, $58, and the rest he'll pay in cash. It's extremely easy to split the payments. Once you're done, simply finish the sale and print off the receipt for the customer. Now, as a store owner or manager, what's most important are also reports and checking in on the status of your company. To do so, you can simply click on the Reports option on the left-hand menu. You can see that we have a variety of reports available. Let's take a look at a common one, the Totals report. If you click on that, you have an advanced option where you can not only set the date range, so for example, January 1st until today, but you can also set particular customers, tags for your items, set to exclude tags, or set a variety of additional filters. You'll get crucial information such as the sales IDs involved in these total sales, which shop it was affected at, along with the additional common sales totals features such as what cost it involved for you and the profit and margin that you made. At the bottom, you'll have a summary listed down below. That's a common report, but we do have several others available as well. I'll click back to the Reports section. You can view this, one of my favorites, being at the bottom, our Customer and Item Report. Now this is something in the Advanced section that will allow you to make use of our tags in a very unique way. You can have customer tags as well as item tags listed in the same area. So for example, if you wanted to see which men came in to purchase jackets, you could do so by typing in the customer tag for your men, as well as the item tag for your jackets. You could do the same thing to see which items were not purchased by females, for example. These are extremely useful tag fields to filter down and get granular details on your reports. You can also look up notes from your sales if you're looking for something in particular. Our reports are extensive, so I highly encourage you to download a free demo of our software by going to lightspeedpos.com. This is a software that you can play with for free for a period of 2 weeks, and you can actually go through the reports to see that to ensure that it provides everything that you need in your particular environment. Now let's take a look at how Lightspeed Retail functions as a POS from a mobile standpoint on an iPad. Here we are within the Lightspeed Retail POS app for iPad. Let's see what it looks like to perform a basic sale here. To do so, I'll simply tap the magnifying glass at the top center of the screen. You have two options here. We're currently on our tiled or button mode where you can see thumbnail images of all of your products. If I tap the 4 squares next to the search items, you can also get a full list. For our purposes, it's more fun to see photos. Of course, if you were looking for a particular item, you could also pair this with a Bluetooth scanner to look it up that way, or simply type in the item's description, SKU, or UPC. Today, let's purchase a pair of shoes, such as these Cush shoes in gray size 8. I'll simply tap that, and you can see, by hiding the screen, that there are other informations available on this on the right-hand side, including a larger thumbnail image, which I can further expand by clicking on the outward-facing arrows. You can have up to 12 high-resolution images associated with each of these items. I can either close this on the top left or simply add it to the sale. I'll close it for now. In addition, I see the title of the item, along with the price, $67, the quantity on hand, 5, and a tag area, which will show me any tags associated with this item. This is an extremely useful feature. For example, if the customer came in and wanted to see what other shoes are available, I could simply tap on the tag, shoes for example, and it will show me all other pairs of shoes that I have tagged with that word. We're still happy with the size 8, so let's go ahead and add that to our sale by simply tapping on the Add to Sale icon. It's been automatically tabulated here. If the customer wanted to purchase 2 pairs, I can just up the quantity by clicking on the plus button. The total is tabulated down below. To pay, simply click on the payment option. Here you'll see the payment types accepted associated with your Lightspeed Retail account. Today, we'll assume that they're paying with cash. You can then use the denomination buttons, or simply autofill the field using the max button. Once you're done, click Save. If you're ready, you can finish the sale and print off the receipt, email the receipt, or print off a gift receipt. Let's say the customer comes in later and wants to return the item. How can you do that? Well, by clicking on the Lightspeed logo at the top left, you'll have access to additional menu options. One of these is the sales history. Let's tap that. Here you'll find a list of all sales that have been performed recently, including the one, ID 252, that we've just done. I'll simply tap that, and you can see that the refund option is right there in plain red. I'll tap the refund option, and you can see that the system gives you the opportunity to select which items you'd like to refund in the case of a sale which was performed with multiple items. Simply tap the one and click Done. You can see that we are now refunding both pairs of the Cush shoes in gray size 8, and the negative sum owed to the client is listed at the bottom. Once you're done, click the payment option and continue as you normally would. In addition to this, let's go ahead and create a new sale so you can see what other items can be edited within a sale. Today, let's click on the Authentic Trucker jacket. Let's go ahead and add a customer to this sale by tapping on the customer profile icon at the bottom left. You can create a new customer from here or select an existing customer from your database, as we'll do. Let's add Kathy Sussler. Now that she's been added, we'd like to make an edit to this particular line item. To do so, I'll simply swipe to the left. From here, I can delete it, or I can make several edits, such as changing the quantity, the price, or the discount as we will in this instance. Let's give this sale $5 off. You can also change the tax class, see which employee is listed, and dictate whether the item is tax exempt or not. Once you're done, click Save at the top right. You can now see the discount prominently displayed next to the item's price. Let's go ahead and have Kathy pay for this item. And that's it.